لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
We'll go ahead and get started. Alhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. We begin by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious and most merciful. We also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send his peace and blessing upon our noble Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Dear brothers and sisters, this is your brother Wajhiuddin from Ar-Rahman Guest and Travels. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hope you are able to hear and see my screen clearly.
Yes, no.
Alhamdulillah. My dear brothers and sisters, today's session is to help you and understand the Nusuk Hajj application process. What happens after you have uploaded the documents, filled in the application, and submitted the application, and after the application has been submitted, how the verification happens, how you get notified of the application verification completion. We will also share some common errors and mistakes in the application submitted. And in the meanwhile, we'll also give you some tips to help you navigate the Nusuk Hajj platform. By the end, you should all feel confident in having completed the registration, the booking process, and the next steps. Bismillah, inshallah, that's going to be my goal today. This is an open forum. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions. And this is, I want to make sure that this is going to be a collaborative session so that we can help each other in getting to understand the entire process of Nusuk itself. I will be sharing based on our past experiences as to how the Nusuk platform works and what are the next steps. This, inshallah, will help you as you get through the next steps of the booking process. As on today, as I mentioned, the whole session is to guide you through the entire application verification and the next steps using the official Nusuk Hajj platform. What happens after your application is submitted, what are the next steps that you will take, and some most common errors in the people who have submitted the application. How do we fix them? How do we re-verify them? And also some tips to help you prepare for the upcoming journey itself. Brothers and sisters, Nusuk Hajj is the official digital gateway managed by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. It consolidates all the services for the pilgrims all over about 120 plus 6 countries. Think of this as one-stop shop for everything related to Hajj, from creating your account to selecting your package. All this is happening from within this hajj.nusuk.sa platform. There are about 10 steps, and we are going to talk about those 10 steps in the upcoming slide to register on the hajj.nusuk.sa platform. Today, as I mentioned, you should all have completed the application submission process of it. If you have not done that, that's okay. We still have time. We ask that do that as soon as possible, but you can also reach out to me or my team in doing that particular part. Nusuk Hajj has 10 different steps. I had gone through this in the previous week's seminar as well. However, for the benefit of those who are not there, I want to quickly go through these 10 steps and make you aware of what those 10 steps are. Number one is where you have created an account on hajj.nusuk.sa. I believe by this time you all should have created the account on the hajj.nusuk.sa. If you again need any assistance, you can come back and ask for us, scan the QR code on the screen, and that was going to take you to our WhatsApp group that you can join. Number two is you will need to upload your documents like the passport, the personal photo, and for non-citizens of a resident country, you will need an additional document like a residence permit or a PR, like a green card, like a driver's license, etc. Number three is where you will need to fill up your application and have the personal information, contact details, everything filled in as per the form, and also matching the document. This is very important, and this is where many people have made the mistake and why their applications have been rejected. And we'll talk about those in the upcoming slides. Number four is application verification. Alhamdulillah, as on today, the application verification process has started. And this is going to go on for several weeks and for several days, several weeks coming into the upcoming weeks in December and into January as well, all the way leading up to close to the sale of the packages itself. If you have received the application verification successful, Alhamdulillah, very good, great, congratulations on that one. But if you have not, no worries, that process has just started. As I said, it's going to take several days to several weeks, so please be patient until the verification gets through the all the people who have registered on the Nusuk Hajj application platform. The submitted data is what is going to get verified by the Nusuk team, and you get notification by an email. And if you don't know what happens after that, this is why you are in here today. And as part of this weekly webinars, we want to prepare our Hujjaj to be well prepared going into the purchase of the Hajj packages itself. So if you have not joined our WhatsApp group, please join our WhatsApp group and subscribe also to our YouTube channel, where I will be posting in all the webinar recordings so that you can refer back to at a later point of time. Now, once your application is successfully verified, you will be allowed to select a preferred category, and we'll talk about what those preferred categories are. Just quickly in here, it's going to be like a standard, premium, and a luxury. It's only a formality to complete. It is nowhere going to tie you up with the platform itself. So don't hesitate if you have not been, into the preferred category, just select anything that at this point of time. The next thing is the topping up of the eWallet. Generally, Nusuk actually activates the eWallet by allowing you to activate the eWallet, but at this point, it looks like from hearing from some of the users from our group, Nusuk has already activated this eWallet. So you can go in and view the eWallet, and we'll talk about what needs to happen inside of the eWallet as part of the eWallet topping up itself. Then the next thing is browsing of the service providers. There are many service providers. Nusuk has still not released the list of the service provider. We expect that this is going to be released very soon. At this point, hearing from our own service provider, which is the Dur Hospitality Company, they still have not been communicated as to what the date is on when the service providers will be published on the official Nusuk platform itself. So that's going to be step number 7. The next step on the process is going to be the most important part, is where you are going to select a preferred package. This is where you are going to make a choice of what kind of a package you need, and depending on your needs, your financial aspects of it, you will consider the best package that suits your needs. And we as Dur Hospitality partners, we will assist you in choosing the best package that is available from the Dur Hospitality itself. That's going to be the number 8 of the 10 steps. Number 9 is, that's the important date where you will be notified as to when the sale happens. That's where you will be making the purchase of the package. And when the sale happens, when the date and time is going to be there, we will notify our group members to be ready on that particular day, on that time. And you should be able to at that time be able to make the purchase of the package using the funds from your e-wallet. Alhamdulillah, if you have been successful, you should be able to receive the itinerary that completes the 10 steps of the Hajj package selection process. These 10 steps I want you all to be well aware of and to follow through each of these steps. We will go in detail in each of these steps, but at this point, as I all mentioned, we are in step number 4 and 5. In between the 4 step 4 and 5 is where we are. Of course, many people have yet to get started on 1, 2, and 3. If you have not done 1, 2, and 3, this is the right time for you to get started. So as I expect, you all should have completed by this time on the official Nusuk Hajj platform steps of creating an account on the hajj.nusuk.sa, uploading all your documents on the application itself by uploading your passport, your personal photo, residence ID where it is applicable, fill in the application, submitted it successfully, have received the application, submitted successfully email. You should also have completed adding your family members and their applications just by also just adding in their own documents, their passport, their personal photo, and they're filling up their application, because you want all to be together in this one account that eventually is going to be used to making the purchase of the Hajj package. If you have still not done the above steps, please plan to complete this as soon as possible. The process is going on now. It does not mean it has ended, but the earlier you want to do it, the better it is for you. If you need any assistance, please reach out to us and we can help you with the above steps as well, inshallah. So, how do you know if the application that you submitted successfully was successful in the first place itself, right? Those who have submitted the application should have received some notification which says that you have submitted the application successfully and the registration was successful. This is the email that you should all have received. If you have not received it for having submitted an application successfully, then reach out to us. There may be some problem that you have gone through. Once you have this application successfully completed, that's only when you will be aware that your application is in the state of verification. And this is what you will see in your profile when you log in. You will be seeing something like this. This is an advanced state, by the way. Else something like in this nature, that you will see an application successful message on your screen that will tell you that your application was successful. However, it is going to show you under verification because that's still under verification. After the verification happens, then it's going to be a different status. So you want to check in your profile as to what your application status is. You can go and check under the application status. It is going to tell you under verification. This means your application has been received and is currently being reviewed by the Nusuk authorities. At this stage, no further action is needed from your side. Just wait for the next update or email notification. It's a good idea to check your profile periodically to stay informed about these changes. And that's what I am going to ask for those who have successfully submitted their application. What happens after the application is submitted successfully? Now, once your application is submitted successfully, the next step is the verification process by the Nusuk team. They have carefully reviewed all the information and documents you have provided. This process, as I mentioned, brothers and sisters, can take anywhere from a few days to several weeks, so patience is important. When the verification is complete, you will receive an email notification, something like what you are seeing on my screen. This indicates your application was successfully verified and the audit process was successful, and then it helps you to move on to the step number 5 of the Nusuk Hajj application steps. Remember the 10 steps, and you will then be in the step number 5. If your application is rejected, then no worries. It's okay. This is normal. In that case, you will need to basically correct the information. You will receive an email like this that will go to indicate that your application was rejected, and the reason for rejection is going to be also mentioned in that email. That will tell you to resubmit the application. After you resubmit the application, the Nusuk team will review it again. So the key takeaway here is to watch for these emails. It's an official update on the Nusuk status. This you are going to receive it both to your own email address that for as a main family member, and also to the group members. So each of you will receive it to your individual email accounts. Now, I want to make sure that you are watching for this email. If there is a spam or something that is preventing you from checking that, I want you to make sure that you check your email also. The other way is, you can also go and check that it is under verification or has it been completed. Now, I know many people have received an audit completed email. However, when they go into the profile, it is showing under verification. Many people have come back to me saying, well, I received the email of audit process completed, but when I go into my profile, it is showing under verification. If you received an audit process completed email with this kind of a notification, but your profile shows under verification, this is also okay. No need to worry. What happens here is generally there is an automated process that will put the status to, that will actually send out the email of the audit process completed. But there is also a manual audit that takes place that is done on a random checks So wait for a few days and you will see, inshallah, the application status also getting updated to application verified. If any one of you have gone through this step and have encountered this, I would ask that have patience. If you are still not seeing what you need to be seeing, then reach out to us. Inshallah, we will try to expedite the process of getting your application status to application verified. As I mentioned, this is also can happen in some of the cases. If it has not gone through for you, Alhamdulillah, you are good. You should be in a good spot where you are both receive the email but also seeing the application status as application verified. Now, I know a lot of people have received an email, something like what you are seeing on my screen. Even though it tells audit process has been completed, it is hard to read. It is difficult to read what the email is actually saying. In this case, you are seeing an audit process is completed. However, you are seeing that it was rejected and it is unable to tell us exactly what the reason is, and it becomes very difficult to read from this email. This has a bunch of code that's actually a software code, which nobody can understand from. So what I ask is, at this point of time, the Nusuk team is actually still in the process of updating their portal. A lot of software application updates are happening in the background, and you should be observing that sometimes you are unable to log in, and that's all normal. This is all going to be happening throughout until the day of the sale itself, including on the day of the sale itself, where you will see all these unknown errors, things of that nature. So don't panic, stay calm and have patience. This is going to be fixed at some point, and that way you will be able to see the exact information that you are seeing on my screen, where it clearly mentions what are the reason for rejection. I have also escalated this to the Nusuk leadership team to let them know that we are seeing this error where people are receiving email notification, and also there is a notification on inside of the Nusuk portal itself that you can see, where it has that same information that is hard to read and difficult to understand as to what the error is. So no need to worry, brothers and sisters. This is one practice that the Nusuk team is going through, where they actually put in some code that is not tested, and they're able to see these kind of issues going out to the end user. Some common errors that I want to make sure that I highlight in here is where people have made mistake is that is causing the rejection of the application is documents submitted not meeting the specification, like the passport, like the personal photo. Those are all things that is causing the application to not be successfully verified. This is important. You got to make sure your personal photo background is white. The personal photo meets the specification of a 200 by 200. Passport photos that are not clear, not readable, can be the cause of a rejection. Personal details not matching with the passport submitted. In some cases, the first name does not match with the passport given name. Sometimes the second name either is missing or not matching. Sometimes the last name not matching with the passport name. You have to make sure that these details are correctly filled in. In some cases, the passport expiry date is not within the 6-month validity period from the time of entry to the Saudi Arabia. This is important, brothers and sisters. Your passport expiry date should be beyond the last date of your exit from Saudi Arabia, or at least from the time of entry to your point of Saudi Arabia. If your passport is expiring sometime like in next month or next 6 months, then you want to make sure that you get the passport renewed. You got to have a passport that is going to expire beyond the 6 months from the time of entry to the Saudi Arabia for Hajj. That 6-month period is actually going to be sometime May 15th onwards, and your passport expiry should be, for example, May 20th, May 27th, something on that nature is of 2026, by the way. So that's the only acceptable passport that the Nusuk team is going to accept. The passport number or the issue date or the expiry date not matching. This is another common error that you can find. The residency ID where it is applicable is not submitted or having incorrect data. These are some of the common causes that can be the reason for rejection. If you are looking to see what the specifications are, here's the personal photo specification. One example is where it is listed on my screen. It has to be very clear with the facial part fully clear, with the background being white, the expression being neutral, and attire everyday wear, avoid uniforms or any camouflage. Religious headwear is allowed. Women can, ladies can wear in their hijab and not cover the face, of course. No other head coverings are permitted unless they are medically necessary for you. Ensure the quality of the image is good with the proper lighting, avoiding any shadows, and ensure that the high quality images are submitted so that you don't land up in a rejection of your application. If you have already done it, if you have already gone through the stage of approval, great. But for people who have not done this and in a state of getting their applications rejected frequently, you want to make sure that you are taking note of the reasons why it can get rejected. And today, as on today, brothers and sisters, we have been encountering this. Last couple of days, the Nusuk portal has been unstable. The username and password is not working. Brothers and sisters, no worries. Do not panic. This is kind of a state where Nusuk portal will be undergoing frequent upgrades to the software for several days and several weeks. Frequently, you will encounter this error where your username and password comes back as an incorrect thing. So do not worry. That does not mean your username and password is wrong. And if you encounter this error, leave it alone for some time. Come back later, or come back after a day later, or look for updates on our WhatsApp group. You will by continuously encounter these kind of issues in this Nusuk portal, and it has been our past experience, and it is going to be the case even this year. So don't worry, don't panic. Just let that system get stable, and once it is stable, you can come back and then once again try to check by logging in with your username and password. By the way, you will also encounter this during the sale of the package too. Very close to the package, you will see this unstable Nusuk portal up and down with sometimes coming back as incorrect username and password. Again, at that time, do not panic. I will give the tip as to what should you be doing in the next upcoming slides. I want you to make note of that one. And if you haven't taken a note of that one, your username password will never be wrong. And the system is only throwing this because of some internal software error. It is not because of your incorrect entry of the username and password. To avoid that, follow the next slide for the tip that I'm going to be giving you in the next slide. That's number one. Tip number one is to bookmark your hajj.nusuk.sa website in your browser. You all today should bookmark this. If you have not done this in a Chrome or an Edge browser or any browser that you use, I want you all to do this today. Bookmark the hajj.nusuk.sa so that you can quickly go into the website without having to be typing in on the browser address bar. You can do this by following these steps in on my screen. This is definitely going to help you at the time of the sale, saving you the precious time of entering the address like the hajj.nusuk.sa on the website address bar on the day of the sale. Every second, every minute is going to be precious at the time of the sale, brothers and sisters. I am going to stress you this one, and you will see that you will be in a panic mode, and I want you to be well prepared. Whatever it takes you to be well prepared, now is the time. Now is the time that you want to take all of these steps that I'm mentioning, the tips that I'm mentioning, to follow through and be prepared on the day of the sale. So, number one is to bookmark the hajj.nusuk.sa site. Let me know if you have any questions at this point of time. If not, I'm going to move on. And if you need any assistance with doing any of this, don't hesitate to message me personally or any of my admin team members who are notified as administrators of my WhatsApp group. Tip number 2 is to save your username and password. If you have saved your username and password, not in a piece of paper outside, but inside of the web browser. The web browser has the functionality that will allow you to save your username and password for the site that you are visiting. And I recommend that you save your Nusuk portal username and password on your favorite web browser. And the one I'm showing you is for the Chrome browser, and I always use the Chrome browser. It's easier and faster. And follow these steps to log in to your browser using your profile. Using that profile, you want to go to the settings where it is going to show you the password manager. You can offer to save the passwords. The next time you are going to be logging in with your username and password, the Chrome browser is going to save the username and password. Once again, this is definitely going to be a great help for you at the time of the sale, saving you that very precious time to avoid entering the username and password every time, and preventing you from making the mistake of mistyping your username and password. That time of the sale, you will go through multiple times of logging in to the portal. That's because Nusuk is going to be making frequent changes just before the sale happens. Few minutes before the sale happens, it is going to go on to knock you off, to log you out, and then expect you to log back in. And then once you go in, it all is going to be a little chaotic at that point of time. So what helps you is that you have saved your username and password. Will allow you to quickly go into the website by using the bookmark, by going in to have that username and password already filled in, and selecting the captcha there, and then going on to click on the login button without wasting the time of entering the username and password. What it also helps you is that it would have prevented you from entering a wrong username and password that would have led to what you are seeing, where it comes back and says invalid username and password. So I hope you are taking note of these 2 tips, and I want you to make sure that you practice this and set it up. Very important today. Take note of this one and set it up, brothers and sisters. If you have not done that, and if you need any assistance with this one, once again, reach out to me or my admin team. We can help you set this up for you. All right, so we are in a state where a lot of people will now start seeing scamming, take off at a high level. People will be approaching you, asking you to join their groups, asking you to provide you with their information. We want to make sure that we alert our group members of these scammers. There are a lot of scammers who come out and promise you of getting the Hajj package, whether within the Hajj Nusuk platform or outside of the Hajj Nusuk platform. We want to caution you against providing information or joining such groups that also can claim to be part of Ar Rahman Guest Travels group. Please, if you find anybody doing this, direct them to us and bring them to our attention. We have to help one another. This is a world where we see a lot of these scammers around. If you see any of these, do not hesitate to reach out to us and let us know. And if anyone from our group turns out to be doing that, we would ban them from our group indefinitely and would never allow that to happen. Just so you know, we do not accept any money. Neither do we guarantee you in securing the packages. We are only helping you, assisting you in the entire Hajj purchase process. We do not also advertise or forward any message outside of the Nusuk Hajj related matter. We don't solicit any kind of fundraising, any kind of political messages. None of that is going to happen within our WhatsApp group. I keep a very close monitoring of my groups, and I want to make sure that our group members take a note of this one, and also uh, you know, desist from doing any of the forwarding of the messages that are not relevant to the Nusuk Hajj related matter. We want to protect and guard our group members from any of these unsolicited messages and scams. We are here for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and sometimes, as you all know, people misuse these forums and mislead the people. We want to make sure that you exercise caution and beware of sharing or joining such unknown groups from coming from those messages. And as you all know, the Nusuk Hajj is only the official platform. And once again, I'm stressing this. This is for you to stay safe and stay official. Beware of those unsolicited calls or messages and scammers. We don't call you directly until you have reached out to us, or if you have joined our group, only then we call you and then we ask you if you need any assistance. If you do not want any assistance, we don't try to go behind you and ask you for any information unless you want us to step in and then help you out with any of the process. As I mentioned, we do not accept any money. We don't guarantee you the packages also. It is the individual who's going to make all efforts, and that's what our goal is, to prepare you in the successful purchase of the packages itself. Brothers and sisters, I want to make sure that you are aware of this one and also pass this message to any of your friends, family members, community members, so that they are aware of these different scammers and want to make sure that the official platform is this. Having educated you about all of this, I want to go through what happens when the application has been successfully submitted. Now, many of you must have already got your application verified successfully, and you can, as I mentioned, check this on your profile by going into your profile, and it clearly tells you your application has been verified. At this point, Alhamdulillah, you are ready to go into the step number 5. So you can do that by checking into your profile. You can see on my profile, it tells that application has been successfully verified, and the step number 1, 2, 3, and 4 has been completed, and that I am right now on the step number 5, which is the selecting of the preferred category. And in some of your cases, you may not still have 7, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10 enabled, and that's okay, because as on today, Nusuk has still not officially activated or provided you the option of activating the eWallet. But in some cases, I am hearing that their eWallet was already active. That could be either a change in the process this year, or Nusuk has yet to fix the issue where it has automatically got activated. And again, don't have to panic. No worries about that one. All I want to make sure is if your application is verified and you are able to go to step 5, I think you are in a good state. Now, once the application verified has been completed, as I mentioned, you can proceed to the step of selection of the package category. This option is available for you from your dashboard that you are seeing on my screen. You are able to move to this step, and this option becomes available directly from the dashboard. Once you log in, you can then go on to the select preferred category. Choosing the right category is a kind of a symbolic step, because it helps you to narrow down your Hajj packages based on those categories. However, that may not be the only option that you will see in the list of packages, but it helps you to keep your focus on what category you want to select. So at this time, you can choose either what do you say as luxury, premium, or a standard category, both within the shifting and non-shifting. It is up to you to select any one of the preferred packages. And you do the way you do it is go on to select the mark as preferred, the circled one that I'm showing you. If you select this, it is going to appear on your screen showing that as your preferred package. This is once again a symbolic thing. It is not going to tie you up or lock you up into this specific category, and it has no impact on what you will ultimately purchase the package. It is just an option to way to organize your packages. So do this step and wait for the next steps to happen. And again, you can change this anytime during this process. It's, as I said, it's not a lock-in process for you. You can just go ahead and then select today the luxury, The next moment you can change it to premium, and the next moment you can change it to standard, and you can see these changes on your dashboard. After you have selected the preferred package, brothers and sisters, the next one is going to be eWallet. eWallet activation is important. You can see this eWallet today. You can click on View eWallet. There is IBAN number that I have actually grayed out. If you are having an e-wallet with an IBAN number, I ask you that you don't share that one with anybody because it's a personal information that people can misuse. So have it grayed out, and it should give you the e-wallet section with the active as the indicator that your e-wallet is active. This is where you actually fund your account for you and for your family members. For everybody, you will be using the e-wallet as a means of funding for buying the package. This process, this feature, when it becomes available, you can then add funds to this one to purchase your Hajj packages. The different methods of buying can be using a credit card, using a debit card, using a bank transfer, and we will have a much detailed session in the upcoming weeks so that you are prepared for this. At this point, I strongly ask you that don't do anything in funding the e-wallet. I ask you that just be aware of what the process is, and we will tell you the right time as to when you should start putting in the money into the e-wallet to fully fund the e-wallet. There are multiple steps that I am going to take you through for the activation of the e-wallet. One is to test just the e-wallet function by adding a small token amount of money, let's say 10 real or $10, to see that your e-wallet is functioning, and at that time do not fund it fully to the extent of the package price. And we will tell you exactly when to do this and what are the different issues that you are going to encounter in the e-wallet funding part. All that I want to hold on to the upcoming webinars, because there's a lot more to cover in that particular functionality, and I don't want to overwhelm you all by giving you that information at this point of time. There are previous years videos, of course, you can go and check in my YouTube. That is also going to give you some information on what the e-wallet funding is like, so that you have an education of and awareness of that particular process. As for the timeline, brothers and sisters, we expect that the Hajj registration process is going to continue on till the end of January, or close to the sale itself. But however, we don't want you to be spending time in doing that all the way till the end of Jan. We want you to start doing the registration now so that your application is verified. The application process, as I mentioned, is already started. You already have in some cases started selecting the preferred category, and the e-wallet, as I mentioned, we will do it when time comes, maybe in the mid of December. I would take it to mid of December, but however, it is active as on today, and we will tell you when how to do that as well. Browsing of the service providers, as on today you won't see any service provider. This is going to become available. One of the service provider like us is Do Hospitality Company, and you will see that all the service providers will be listed out, and you will be able to select a preferred package when the package becomes available. We expect this to be sometime in late of December or early January is when the packages is going to be published on the Nusuk platform. As on today, you won't be able to see any packages. Then the final thing, step number 9, is where you will be able to book the package. Brothers and sisters, that's the important step. Date and time is going to be made known to you all. And at that time, you all have to make yourself available. And we expect this to be happening sometime the end of Jan, in the last weeks of Shaban, and before Ramadan, and can go into Ramadan first couple of weeks. As the phases rolls in, that process can go from the beginning of Ramadan to the middle of Ramadan. So just be aware that's the time frame that we expect it to happen, and you will also be able to review your itinerary of the package that you have purchased, and we make dua that we all are successful in making a purchase of the Hajj package this year, inshallah. Once said and all done, if you have a package successfully purchased, we will be forming groups for Tour Hospitality Company. We are the representative here in US, UK, Canada, and also Netherlands and other countries that are going to be joining our group. Once those are formed, we will have Hajj preparation seminars. We will talk about the logistics. We'll talk about the spiritual aspect of it. All that is going to be done sometime in the month of March after the conclusion of Ramadan, inshallah. That is going to help you prepare for the Hajj journey. And the Hajj journey, as you all know, is going to commence in the first of Zulhijjah, which is exactly about 6 months from now, brothers and sisters. Just 6 months from now, inshallah, we will all be into the month of Zulhijjah, where we will all, inshallah, if Allah permits us all to be making Hajj this year, we will be taking the journey of Hajj. Here's some prices. I want to give you all some preview of what the prices looks like, brothers and sisters. This is all inclusive packages that are going to be there. This is an example from previous years. Doesn't mean that this is what is going to be exactly this year. Think of this as some ballpark estimate that can help you to be prepared with the money needed to purchase a Hajj package. These packages include the accommodations in Mecca and Medina. The hotels can range from 3-star to 5-star depending on the package category. There is going to be camps in Al Muasim, Al Majar Al Khabs. These are the different camps that you are going to have depending on the package. Most of the package, like the standard and premium, will have the Al Muasim camp, which is the American European camp. Some packages, even though they may be termed as premium, but with a higher price tag, will have the Majar Al Khabs. But almost all the VIP luxury packages will have the Majarul Khabsh as the camp. There is a difference between these two camps. Majarul Khabsh is the closest to the Jamrat. Al Muasim camp, the American European camp, is the farthest from the Jamrat. So make a note of this one. The prices can vary between the camps that you are going to have in a package. The flight tickets will be included in the Hajj packages, and that could also be varying depending on your gateways: US, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, Amsterdam, you name it. You have the major ports inside of North America, Europe, and Australasia covered in our packages. There is also going to be packages that you can customize to have your own flights, and we'll talk about that in the upcoming webinars as well. The package includes the visa processing, visa insurance, and all that is going to be taken care. There's going to be half-board meals in Mecca and Medina hotel stays. That means your breakfast and dinner is going to be covered. While in Mina camps, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be covered. The ground transportations from airport to the hotels, to the from Medina to Mecca, Mecca to Medina, Medina to Mina camps to the hotels back to Mecca, and again back to your destination to the airport in Jeddah or Medina will be taken care as part of the packages. The medical insurance is also going to be covered. This gives you peace of mind so that the medical needs, if at all there is any, will be taken care as part of the package itself. Brothers and sisters, this is just a quick synopsis of what the prices looks like. I want you to just be aware and what to expect in the package pricing. It could vary to some extent, but I want to make sure that you know what the prices looks like. How does the packages looks like in the inside of the Nusuk platform? You can see these packages with all the details. This is again from the previous years. You won't be able to see this as on today. This slide shows the price range for the Hajj packages from the past year. I have 3 categories listed out in here. One is a standard, one is a premium, and another is a luxury. They would have different names, and these names can change this year. But the prices that you are seeing, which are actually in Saudi Riyal, and this is exactly how it's going to be listed out. And the prices that you are seeing does not include the flights. As you go on to configure the rooms, the room type of double, triple, and quad occupancy, and the flight that you are going to choose, the price is going to go on to add into the cost that you are already seeing on my screen. This is just to give as to what the details in this package is going to be like. You can navigate to each of these and you can see in there the package start date, the number of nights that is going to be in Mecca, the number of nights going to be in Medina, the type of the camp, Al Muasim camp, where is it located, what are the different accommodation it has, the Majar al Kaf camp, when it is going to be, how many days it's going to be, how far it is from the Jamrat bridge, and the other details of the accommodation of the hotels. The Mashar camps is nothing but the Muasim camp and the Majar al Kaf camp, the transportation, and what other services are included as part of the package. So this is just for your preparation. I want to make sure that you are prepared to know what you can see when the packages are going to be displayed onto the website itself. I want to see if there are any questions at this point of time. I wanted to make sure that we cover not a lot going into the other stages, but as to what is happening as on today and what to expect as the next step. This is where I want to stop and see if there are any questions at this point of time. Brothers and sisters, it's an open forum. Don't hesitate to come off mute if you have any questions, or if you want me to ask. Look in the chat. My brother Samir is in here. He can also look in and then let me know if there is any questions in there. Very good question, brother. So the eWallet is going to be under the primary account holder, which is the admin. That's called as the admin account holder. All the money needed for you as a primary account holder, as well as the family members, will be and should be funded through that one eWallet. So that means you will add your money for buying the package for you, as well as for the family member. So my advice to you all is just try 10 reals. There's no minimum, by the way. You can also try $1 and $5. You can try any amount. My minimum ask for you is just put $10. Just test it out and see if it works. And if it works, then the card works. You can keep that card, whatever card that you use, to fund it subsequently when we need the complete amount to be inside of the e-wallet. Use different cards. Yes, exactly. You can use a Visa card. You can use another MasterCard. You can use a different Visa card from another bank, another service provider, another issuing bank. It can be many cards that you can use. Very good question. The category is a way to think of this as the type of packages that are offered under one category, like a standard. Standard generally has hotels that are like 3-star hotels, generally also with the Al Muasim camp. Then the hotels that are in 3-star, they are actually further away from the Haramain, from the Haram. They are maybe in Azizia, but they are not really in a walkable distance. So the standard is considered to be the category which has hotels, and the packages that offer under them is spread out beyond the Haram boundary of 1 mile to 2 mile away. That's number one. But two is, of course, the service provided within each of these is not going to vary, right? The ground transportation is going to be the same. The buses is going to be the same. VIP buses is going to be all for everyone. The Mina camp is only one. Al Muasim camp is only one, right? The primary difference in the categories is the way the hotels are actually organized. Most of the hotels in standard are 3 stars, and likewise the premium is where it can be 4 and 5, and for the luxury it is going to be 5 and very close to the Haram, and the Mina camp is going to be Majar al-Kabs. Services offered, whether it is the flight tickets, whether it is the ground transportation or the Mina camp services, will not vary between the 3 different categories. The packages are all kind of grouped under these 3 different categories.
Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I have a sister Aisha.
Hello, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair, brother, for all the support and Since couple of weeks, the webinars are truly useful. First of all, I
Alhamdulillah.
really appreciate and Jazakallah for your time and efforts. I
Alhamdulillah.
have two questions, brother. One for the logging into the account. Can I
Uh-huh.
able to use different browsers at a time? I mean, can I able to use different devices at a time to log in?
Yeah, very good question, brother. So you are now looking forward, preparing for the sale itself. Yes, you can log in, but not at the same time. It kind of knocks you off or logs you out after the other session has become active. So you can definitely try to log in with multiple devices. Try to log in. Once you log in, then that session you want to use at the time, because it is going to invalidate the other session. Okay, now this can be used as a strategy going into the time of the sale, where you will be put in a queue when you try to log into a website. And if you have multiple browsers opened up, not necessarily in the same device but in multiple devices, then maybe one device gives you the option to log in, while the other device may not give you the option to log in, and it puts you under the queue. So this, what do you call it, as a strategy of using for the sale, is where I would ask you to, yeah, try it out. But however, at one time you should be using only one session to make the purchase. At that time you stick on to one device and one browser. If for some reason you are unable to log in one device, then you quickly move on to the other device, and then if that provides you to log in, then you log into that browser and then go on to make the final purchase.
Okay, makes sense, brother. Jazakallah khair. I
Yeah.
understand because the traffic at that time will be very high.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
assuming we might get difficulties to select the
Yes.
package or whatnot.
Yes.
So wanted to ask if we can no, Jazakallah khair for
Yeah.
putting giving
Absolutely.
information.
That is a very good thing, brother. You all need to be prepared for this one. This is going to happen. I tell you, just be prepared. And at the end, it's our effort, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He wills, you will go through it, right? But remaining patient, be prepared. That's the key to the success of going through the Nusuk portal, and be aware of the kind of issues that you may anticipate coming through in the days closer to the sale. If you are aware of this, prepared for this, then inshallah, with your efforts, with your persistence, and then your patience, you will be going through it.
Inshallah, may Allah make it easy for everyone.
Amen.
Brother, my second question is for the packages.
Uh-huh.
Do we get to see what hotel information and can we able to locate them on maps
Yes,
easily?
absolutely. That's what I show on my screen in here. If you're seeing my screen, on this package, it tells you the hotel also. If you look carefully in here on my screen, it tells you the hotel, what the hotel is, and you can do research in the Google. Search for the hotel, look for what kind of hotel it is, what kind of facilities it is, what kind of reviews it has in the past, how far it is from the haram, how far it is from the Medina masjid, and all that you can basically check inside of the package overview, and also on the accommodation. These are nothing but tabs. If you click on the package overview, you will see the package overview that you are actually seeing. If you click on the accommodation, you will go into the accommodation, which is going to show you the hotel in Mecca, is going to show you the hotel in Medina, is going to show you the number of days, start of the package days, and the start of the days in Mecca and Medina hotels. All of that is going to be visible for you to also do a research of this in Google, and then be prepared to make your choice.
Okay, no, Jazakallah khair, brother.
Alhamdulillah. Uh, I know there is a brother. Somebody asked me, like, my wallet is active but unable to top up wallet right now. As I said, don't no worries. The e-wallet may still not be active officially. I have not heard that the e-wallet has become active, but I have been told that some people are seeing the e-wallet as active. If you are not able to do it, don't worry about at this point of time. Just remain patient. When it becomes active, we will let you know. And if you had money in the wallet from the last year, you will still have that money in the e-wallet. The money is not going to go anywhere. That's a good thing. This is a very well secure system. You will be able to go back when all the software changes that the Nusuk team is actually right now doing. You will go back and see your money. You will be able to see how you put the money in the view e-wallet section. It is going to show you all the transactions that you had done. So it's very transparent, and the application will show you all the money you deposited, the time you deposited, the time you withdrew some money, if at all you have withdrawn. All that is very transparent and clear. Don't worry about this one for now. So just have patience for some time. All right. I see that, yes, inshallah, this program will be on YouTube. I will be putting this recording so you can refer back to the recording as well. See any other questions there, Brother Samir? Anybody else? Any other questions, brothers and sisters? See, Sister Atika? See that your hand is up. We do have representation also from Netherlands. Inshallah, there is Sister Atika and Brother Adnan who's also helping us out with the group. If anyone from Netherlands, if you know anyone from Netherlands, please reach out to them. While we do support countries from US, Canada, UK, Netherlands, France, and Germany, and Australia. Brothers and sisters, this is a widespread group that we have, to help you out. To make sure that you are successful in the journey of the Hajj itself this year.